In the backyard, two little boys were running around while their parents came out holding this giant balloon. Today was the gender reveal for baby number 3.
A girl would be wonderful too.
No, we need another football teammate.
Yeah, exactly.
They counted down, popped the balloon, and pink confetti burst everywhere.
No, we wanted a baby brother.
A girl? What are you even supposed to do with that?
Everyone laughed, but the two boys weren't joking. They stared at each other, dead serious, as if making an unspoken pact.
Don't worry, we'll raise her like a brother.
Hi, I'm Harriet, but people have called me Harry for as long as I can remember. I had 2 older brothers, Louis and Neville, and I basically became the third son. From the moment I could walk, I got thrown straight into boy world chaos. The first ball I ever touched hit me right in the face, but instead of crying, I laughed because my brothers were cheering like I just scored the winning goal.
Harry is the best.
They were the ones who taught me how to survive out there, what they called the brotherhood rules.
Rule number 1, no crying.
Rule number 2, no fear, except mom when she's mad.
Rule number 3, if you fall, you get up. If something stinks, blame Neville.
Nobody questioned it, and honestly, I loved it. I felt strong. I felt free, like nothing could hurt me. Not even the tiny detail that I was technically the little sister. Growing up didn't change much. Oversized hoodies, baggy jeans, sneakers were my standard uniform. My brothers had already graduated, but they still hovered around the soccer field and picked me up on weekends. It was ridiculous, really. Girls would whisper when we walked by. Sometimes they blushed when I held the door for them. I never thought about it. I was just doing what Louis taught me.
Always treat girls right, bro.
Everything was fine until puberty showed up. Suddenly, I was paying attention to love notes, to crush, gossip, to flowers and chocolates passed around. Maybe I wanted a tiny piece of that too. I wasn't sure what it meant yet. It just felt weird.
Breaking news, ladies. A super hot guy just transferred.
What?
He's here.
So everyone rushed outside, and I got pulled into the crowd too. Jordan, the new guy, was totally tall, calm, with that messy brown hair. Our eyes met for a second, and my heart kind of tripped. Then he just walked past me, right? I'm not exactly the type of girl people stop and stare at. I dragged myself to the bathroom to wake up a bit. When I pushed the door open, I almost ran straight into Victoria, the most popular girl in school. She actually looked startled when she saw me.
Oh my gosh, Harry, you scared me. Every time you walk in, I think I accidentally entered the boys' bathroom.
What? No, I'm just washing my hands.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why, but hearing that bothered me. Victoria was standing right next to me, and the silence between us felt awkward. Hey Victoria, how do you get guys to notice you? Her eyes sparkled. She lifted onto her toes and posed like it was second nature.
Finally, someone asks the right question.
What?
Be like this.
She flipped her hair and spun gracefully. I copied and walked face first into the door.
Haha, no silly. I mean be gentler, a little softer. You're giving warrior energy.
Is that bad?
Not bad, just not the energy boys fall for. I think
Is it way harder than I expected?
boys like girls who are girly.
That night, I skipped Nintendo and Googled how to be feminine. I tried makeup. It was a disaster.
Harry, are you okay? Holy guacamole, why does your face look like that?
This is what girls do.
Mom, Dad, Harry's weird.
I'm not Harry. I'm Harriet. I scrubbed my face and stormed out. Did they really still think I was that little boy chasing them on the soccer field? I ended up at the old skate park, sitting on the ramp with an empty mind. A board scraped across the concrete and a guy shot out from behind the ramp, landing clean. So cool. Wait, was that Jordan? Great. Now my brain was doing the whole flustered fireworks thing again. Should I go talk to him? Maybe. Yes. But before I could move, a voice cut in.
Wait for me, you goof.
Victoria wobbled on her skateboard. She looked so tiny and soft, like someone who always needed protecting. Of course, the most popular girl in school already got the new handsome transfer boy, so I just quietly slipped away before they saw me. When I got home, both my brothers were waiting at the front door. And oh boy, their faces said, trouble.
Not so fast, kid. We need to talk.
They dragged me out to the empty lot near our house, far enough so Mom and Dad wouldn't hear.
Want to explain this?
What? Give it back. That's mine. What the fudge? Guys, I couldn't exactly hide the pages where I wrote Jordan's name, like, a lot.
So it is real. He's the reason you've been acting weird. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, nobody messes with our Harry.
He didn't do anything. He doesn't even know. You can't just. They froze like they'd never heard me raise my voice at them before. I'm not hurt. I'm not changing because of someone else. I just want to figure out who I am. For a moment, no one said anything. Then Louis sighed and handed the notebook back to me.
We're sorry. We really just stumbled on it. But if that T guy ever hurts you,
He won't. The next morning, Victoria came looking for me, even though I'd been trying very hard to avoid her.
Tell me, Harriet, do you really want to change?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just embarrassing myself.
So what? You try, you fail, you try again. That's kind of the point.
She smirked, grabbed my hand, and pulled me out of class.
Come with me.
Where are we going?
To see what confidence looks like.
Next thing I knew, I was in her bedroom, which looked like the animated Barbie universe.
I'll show you how awesome being a girl can be.
She let my hair down over my shoulders, curling and styling like she was born holding a hair iron. I almost didn't recognize myself. I didn't know I could look pretty that much. Why are you helping me?
Because I had to go through a lot before I liked myself. And now, you look beautiful. Do you feel more confident?
I think so, thank you. Vic, I heard you're dating the new guy.
What?
Oh, sweet cinnamon toast. I did not mean to say that out loud.
Jordan? No, he's my cousin.
You're what?
Cousin. He just moved here last week and is staying here. His room's literally next to mine.
He lives here? Like, here?
Don't believe me, Jordan? And by the way, he's single.
Oh, biscuits. I gotta go. I jumped up and ran toward the door, only to crash straight into him. Oh, my mamma mia.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, bye. I shot down the hallway like a cartoon character with wheels on my shoes. My brain was screaming, my heart was river dancing, but deep down, I was kind of thrilled. So, Jordan, he was single? The next few days, I swore I'd never leave my house again. But surprisingly, Victoria never mentioned any of it, not once. Instead, she started sitting with me at lunch, taking up the entire table space like she owned the cafeteria.
Move over, gremlin. I'm sitting here now.
Weeks passed, and we became this weird, unexpected duo. Her, the school's golden girl, and me, the reformed tomboy, still figuring out how to curl my hair without burning my ear. Then prom season came, posters everywhere, promising a night to remember. Normally, I'd ignore it. This time, I wanted to go.
You think I want you to be yourself, not some copy.
I am myself. I just want to look amazing.
Oh, darling, say no more.
That night, I transformed completely. For the first time ever, I wore a real gown. When I walked into the ballroom, I heard whispers. And, of course, my brothers show up. Oh no!
Relax, Cinderella. I got this.
She marched right up to them, blocking their path with a smile sweet enough to be lethal.
Well, hello, boys.
We need to talk to Harry.
Her name is Harriet.
Then she hooked both their arms and dragged them away. Thanks, Vic. I owe you my life. Across the glittering dance floor, I saw Jordan, back turned, laughing with his friends. I was crossing the dance floor, literally pushing through what felt like a sea of people. My heels were wobbling, my heart was racing, but I was walking toward him. A hand suddenly grabbed my arm. What are you doing?
saving you.
Saving me from what, exactly?
From heartbreak, or worse.
Louis kept holding onto my wrist all the way home. As soon as we got there, I slammed my bedroom door right in their faces. I was too angry to say a single word.
What were you two thinking? She's 16, not sick. You don't protect someone by humiliating them.
We were just trying to keep her safe.
Safe from what? From herself.
We don't want to lose her. She's different now. And if she gets, girly.
You're scared she'll leave you behind. Or maybe you're afraid she'll stop beating you.
Silence. The kind that says, Mom's right. You won't lose me, and being a girl doesn't make me weak. It doesn't mean I can't climb trees or play soccer or hang out with you. It just means I'm allowed to be all of that and still be me.
We didn't mean to make you feel small, Harriet.
Hearing my name, my real name from them, I just ran forward and hugged them.
Sorry, Harriet. We've got to get used to this. Yeah, our little sister. And we'll fix what we messed up.
Yeah, let's take you back to the party.
Yeah, that's probably not happening now.
Then we'll buy you a new dress, the sparkliest one.
Or the one you want. your call.
We stepped out onto the driveway, and there was a car waiting. Victoria climbed out first, and behind her was Jordan. She glanced at me, winked, then planted her hands on her hips, staring down. My brothers!
Yeah? We need to talk.
And just like that, it was only me and Jordan, wrapped in this painfully awkward silence.
So, I actually saw you that day at the empty lot when you yelled that you just wanted to be yourself. Most people don't say things like that out loud. I thought it was kind of amazing.
You saw all of that?
Yeah, and I heard my name too. So, I told Victoria I wanted to get to know you.
Everything suddenly made sense. So he had noticed me from the very beginning.
Harriet, you can wear whatever style you want as long as it feels like you. I like you. Would you want to go out sometime?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tina from Poland. Please like and subscribe. I was born into a super rich home. My dad owned the largest store in the country. And my two brothers were billionaires as well. My long brown hair and my blue eyes caught the attention of everyone whenever I went out with my dad.
Wow, your daughter is so beautiful.
People would shower me with all sorts of gifts. I loved it a lot. I mean, who wouldn't? I would always want to go out with Dad. But he wouldn't let me, and he had his reasons. I was the only girl in the family. My mom left when I was a baby. When she left, Dad said I became really sick. I was taken to the best hospital in the country. They did all they could, but I didn't get any better. I spent a year in the hospital, and eventually I got better.
I'm so glad you're fine now, sweetheart.
Since then, my dad and brothers walked on eggshells around me, and they spoiled me silly. They bought me the most expensive gifts. My dad even got me the most expensive necklace in the world. I love them, but sometimes they do too much. The only person who treated me like a normal kid was Jerry, our next-door neighbor. Jerry and I were inseparable growing up, and we had the best time together. When people made fun of my long brown hair, Jerry always defended me. We would play silly pranks on my brothers, and laugh as the pranks played out. That all changed when Jerry's parents decided to move to another country. Jerry's mom got a sweet fashion deal in Paris, and they had to move. I was devastated. I wanted to sneak Jerry into my room so that we could start living together. But my brothers found out, Jerry left, and I was all alone. It took me a while to make friends in high school, even though I was the prettiest girl in school. I had gotten so used to Jerry that I couldn't just flow with any other person. One day I was on YouTube watching Luna videos. When I stumbled upon a channel, it was Jerry's. He'd gotten so big and handsome. He was a popular chef in Paris with over 10 million subscribers. I stayed up all night watching his videos. I wanted to drop a comment, but I didn't know what to type. I was scared that he wouldn't remember me anymore. Meanwhile, I'd gotten into a nationwide beauty pageant, and I was one of the favorites to win. That was all my dad talked about.
You need to win the pageant, sweetie. Whatever it takes.
I would always feel the pressure choking me when I went to school. Diane, the only person I was able to bond with at school, noticed and tried to take the pressure off.
Let's go to your favorite restaurant. I'm sure you'll feel better after.
We went to the restaurant and she got me my favorite meal. I smiled as the waiter placed the food on the table. And just as I munched on the delicious meal, the cutest guy walked in. Every lady in the restaurant stared and was in awe as he sat by the window. He looked at me and with a gorgeous smile he winked. My face turned red and my heart raced as he winked. I quickly looked away and focused on my meal. Just as we were about to leave the restaurant, I slipped, and I was sure that I would fall. But the cute guy caught me.
You should watch where you're going. I should be the one falling, not you.
Why would you fall?
I would fall for you, of course.
I giggled in excitement as my face turned red. I looked at Diane, who was already dancing in the corner.
I'm Brian. How have I not seen such a beautiful creature like you around here before?
You didn't look closely enough. I'll see you around.
I grabbed Diane and we rushed out of the restaurant. Since then, I met Brian every time I went to the restaurant. He would come over to me and we would start talking. Turns out he was pretty funny and smart. I became so fond of him and we spent even more time together. Date one night, and when we returned, he walked me to the front door and planted a kiss on my lips. I was so excited because I had wished that Brian would be my first kiss. I began to really like him. And it turns out I wasn't the only one. My brothers and even my dad loved him.
He is the son of the wealthiest man in the country. We need the connection, honey.
He helped me with my preparation for the beauty pageant, and with time we became a power couple in school. Apparently Joy, the biggest bully in school, was also a contestant in the beauty pageant and was obsessing over Brian.
I wonder what he sees in you.
Things he doesn't see in you, apparently.
She did everything in her power to stop me from dating him, but she failed miserably. Her face would turn red when she saw us together after her failed attempts. It was so hilarious. I got to school one day and I got the biggest shock of my life. Jerry, my runaway neighbor, was sitting right next to my seat in class.
Jerry, what are you doing here?
I ran to meet him and he met me halfway. He lifted me up and hugged me tight. Wow, he even looked way cuter than in the videos. Brian saw us and he quickly moved to hold my hand.
Who is he?
Oh, this is Jerry. We were close friends when we were much younger, but he's a huge star now.
Huge star? How come I've never heard of him?
Don't mind Tina here, I'm just a chef.
What are you doing here, though?
Oh, I moved back here. My mom wants to spend more time here, and I miss this place as well.
I was so excited that I hugged him again. Brian pulled me back and placed his arm on my shoulder.
It's good to see you, Jerry.
I waved at Jerry as I walked out of the class with Brian. The wonderful memories I shared with him growing up rushed back to me as he smiled at me. He came to my place after school and we spoke for a long time. He told me all about Paris, how he learned to cook, and how he became a teenage sensation overnight.
My mom helped me with everything, and that's why I love her so much.
I'm really happy for you, Jerry, and I'm glad you're back.
Just as Jerry was about to leave, Brian walked in.
Oh, Jerry's here.
I was on my way already. Let me leave you two alone. Good night.
Jerry sounded so cool and mature, and he was dressed well too. Brian and I spent time together, but all I could think about was Jerry. I started spending more and more time with Jerry, and I began to realize just how funny and smart he was. Whenever his brown eyes stared at me, my heart would melt, and I could feel the butterflies in my stomach dancing. I was falling for him, and honestly, I loved it. Brian, on the other hand, had been buying me nice gifts since Jerry came back. He even got me a very expensive car, which I really loved. One time I was walking with Diane, and all of a sudden I tripped, and as I was about to fall, Jerry, out of nowhere, caught me. He held me in his arms for a while, and I just stared into his gorgeous eyes. He reached out to kiss me, but Brian walked up to us that moment.
What's going on here?
I pushed Jerry aside and ran away. I was so confused I didn't know what to do. The day of the beauty pageant grew closer and I began to panic.
Don't be a baby. We've practiced and I've helped you a lot. I'm sure you'll be fine.
He sounded so much like a jerk, but he was right. We had practiced so much and I could feel the confidence building inside of me that all crumbled when Joy the witch accused me of stealing.
She would never do that.
Yes, she did, and I have the proof. She stole my expensive necklace and hid it in her locker. I saw her when she did it.
You're such a liar. Why would I steal your cheap necklace?
Why don't we find out if I'm a liar or not? Then, open your locker.
To my biggest surprise, the necklace was placed on one of the books in my locker.
How did it get there?
My jaw dropped as the principal picked up the necklace. Everyone looked at me weird, including Brian. My dad and brothers were certain that when I was called into the principal's office that I couldn't steal. They had bought even more expensive necklaces for me. So why would I steal one?
You are hereby disqualified from the beauty pageant, and you must serve detention for a week.
I ran out of the principal's office crying. I couldn't believe it. Everyone would think I'm a thief and they wouldn't believe me anymore. Jerry walked out of the shadows and he came over to me.
Hey, I heard what happened. Are you okay?
Leave me alone. Jerry, I know you think I'm a thief as well.
I could never think of you like that, and I know very well you are not a thief.
I'm glad you believe me because no one else in the school does, including Brian.
I don't know what to do. I started crying, and that was when Jerry moved closer to me and hugged me tightly.
Just ignore them. We'll figure something out. Trust me.
My first day in detention sucked. People looked at me differently, including the teachers. Jerry then came and made everything easier. We spent time together in detention and we got even closer. He stayed with me all the way through, and he also walked me home just to make sure I was safe. The beauty pageant was days away, and the entire country was buzzing because of it. Joy was the clear candidate to win, but there were talks about McKeely winning as well. She was my favorite. She was so pretty and kind. She had the cutest blue eyes I have ever seen. Jerry made sure I continued with my practice, even though I didn't want to.
You can still be called back in for the pageant, so you need to be ready.
On my way back from detention one day, I felt really sick. My knees became weak and I was dizzy. I fell to the ground and was rushed to the hospital. When my dad got to the hospital, he demanded that I'd be transferred to the same hospital I was admitted to when I was much younger. I was in a coma for 2 weeks. Everyone was worried sick. Brian, who had disappeared since Joy accused me of stealing, came back and stayed by my side. Jerry was there too, and they both argued from time to time about who deserved me more.
How could you abandon her when she needed you the most? You don't deserve her!
And who are you to decide that? She's my girlfriend, and there is nothing you can do about that.
The doctors ran some tests, and they found out I had a rare kidney disease and I needed a kidney transplant. Dad couldn't be the donor because he had the same disease. My brothers were on a very important business trip, and they weren't even told that I was in the hospital. Diane gave excuses and Brian ran away again. Time was running out and I needed a donor quickly.
I'll be the donor!
Jerry stepped up and he donated one of his kidneys. The surgery was successful, and weeks later I was discharged from the hospital. I got back home and continued the preparation for the beauty pageant with Jerry. Some days before the pageant, the school found out that Joy planted the necklace in my locker just to get me kicked out of the pageant. She confessed after she was caught trying to pull the same trick on Michaela. She was suspended and I was called back in for the pageant, just like Jerry had predicted. I became so nervous when I got the news. Sweat poured out of me and I felt a tightness in my chest. Jerry noticed and held my hand gently.
You'll be fine, Tina. This is what you trained for, and I am so proud of you.
He smiled at me and I hugged him tightly.
What would I do without you?
The day came and I was well prepared for it. I wore my finest gown. Dad had just gotten it for me and it looked absolutely gorgeous. My brothers hired the best stylist in the country, and she did a wonderful job. They all sat in the front row and they applauded when I stepped on stage. I nailed the many questions I was asked and felt my confidence building as the show went on. After what seems like an eternity, it was time to decide the winner. We all held hands and hoped for the best. Michaela got second place with a standing ovation, and my name was announced as the winner of the pageant. I was so happy, tears rolled down my cheeks. But out of nowhere, Brian came on stage and held my hand. I yanked his hand off and walked down to where Jerry stood. Brian ran to meet me and he grabbed me violently. Jerry intervened and punched him right in the face.
Leave her alone! You don't deserve her!
Brian ran off crying like a baby while Jerry held my hand gently and smiled at me. My heart melted and my face turned red.
You look really beautiful!
Just kiss me already!
He leaned in and gave me the warmest kiss ever. I held on to him as everyone cheered us on. It was the best night ever.
Hi, I'm Zelda from Washington, D.C. Before we start the story, to like and subscribe. My brother Ryan has always been there for me. When I was clumsy and dropped my ice cream, he got me a new one. When I fell, he picked me up. And when I watched a scary movie, he covered my eyes. And when he had to go somewhere and leave me alone. I want Ryan! On my birthdays, he always gave me the best presents. One time, he even paid the zoo to let me meet the giraffes and elephants. Mom told me he worked all summer to afford it, since he was so cool, brave, and awesome. You'd think he'd want to be an astronaut when he grew up, or a lion tamer, or a dinosaur catcher. It's a thing, look it up, but no, because her mom had to support us both by herself. Ever since he was little, his dream was to buy her a house one day and be rich enough that she wouldn't have to work anymore. That, and take me on a grand adventure, which was my dream. Yeah, my brother's better than yours. Deal with it. Ryan got a super cool Mustang. He would always pick me up after school. And of course, all the girls swooned, and every single one of the boys was jealous of him. I was the most popular girl in school without even trying.
What kind of music does he like?
How can he afford such a cool car? Is he rich?
Does he have a girlfriend?
Take it easy, girls. I'll tell you everything you want to know. My brother works for NASA. He's an engineer. He's saving up to buy my mom a house. No girlfriend. If he had one, I would be the first to know. And as for music, he and I listen to the same kind synth. The girls are always asking questions about you. They're all in love.
What do you tell them?
Just the usual. It's not like you're a mystery or anything.
They don't need to know my business next. Time anyone asks, tell them you don't know.
What? Why?
Look, NASA is secretive. I can't tell everyone about what I do there. The government doesn't want anyone to know. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. Actually, we really can't talk about it at all. I've already told you too much. Just be cool about it, okay?
What? No, I want to know everything. Tell me immediately.
Maybe someday I'll be able to explain. But for now, keep everything I said between us.
Ryan, that's not fair.
Life's not fair. Here we are. Go on. I have to go back to work. I'll see you on your birthday.
My birthday's next week. I have school tomorrow. You have to pick me up.
Oh, right.
Ryan, I'm worried. You're acting weird.
Don't worry. Little Z.I. can handle myself.
He dropped me off and drove away like he always did. Except this time, something felt different.
Government jobs are very hush-hush. I'm sure he's perfectly safe. Please respect his wishes and just leave him alone. Okay, honey?
He forgot my birthday. He never forgets my birthday.
He's been a little distracted lately. Just a little dressed, but he's okay. I promise.
But I knew Ryan more than anyone, and he seemed worried. The next day, I waited outside our house for him to pick me up like he always did. But this time, he didn't show up.
OMG, what happened? Didn't your brother pick you up?
No, and he didn't call either. Something's wrong. I texted him all day, but there was no response. After school, with all the girls waiting to see him like they always did, I stood at the curb looking right-left, waiting, calling. And yeah, you guessed it, he didn't show up. My brother, who had been there for me since the day I was born, was now missing. Mom, I can't find Ryan anywhere. He won't answer his phone, and he didn't pick me up today.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you he texted last night and said his phone's dying. He'll be getting a new one soon, but he won't be able to reach us for a few days.
Why didn't he tell me he was acting strange yesterday in the car? Something is going on with him. What if they heard us?
Who?
The government. What if they listened to our conversation? And now?
Honey, you're just so used to him being around, and now you're extra worried. This is probably the longest he's been away from you since he graduated college, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's strange that he didn't text me when he texted you. And why didn't he pick me up?
Maybe he had car trouble and couldn't call you? Don't worry, your brother can take care of himself. He always has.
Why wasn't Mom more worried? Everything felt wrong? Was I just being paranoid? She left in a hurry to go to work, and I was alone with my thoughts. Everything Mom said was true. But then again, he really was acting weird yesterday. And just because Mom got a text from his phone doesn't mean it was really him. I had to be sure. I rushed to the bus stop and went to the only place I knew I could get some answers. NASA. I would say he was an engineer, just like he told us. So they wouldn't suspect I knew anything more, which I guess I didn't really. I couldn't believe the giant space shuttle and huge NASA logo out front. This place was intense. At the front desk, I asked if I could speak to my brother.
What's his name, darling?
I told her and waited while she was on the phone, while she talked to the person on the other line. She looked at me as if there was something she didn't want me to know.
Sorry, sweetie, no one here has that name.
That's when I saw two men in black suits and sunglasses at the end of the hall looking at me. Or were they looking at me? Maybe they were just waiting for someone. I didn't want to find out, so I hurried out of there. I had no idea what was going on. It didn't make sense unless they really didn't want anyone to know where he worked because he was part of some top-secret mission. Without any other choice, I decided there was only one more place I could go to try to find him and find some answers. His apartment. I had only been there one time when I was about to move in a year ago, but I had written down the address. The building was super tall and fancy. I ran to the door and pressed the number to his unit when an old woman answered. I asked if my brother lived there, thinking maybe she was the maid.
No, he doesn't live here. Sorry.
My head was spinning. What the heck was going on? I saw my brother almost every day since we were little. I knew him, didn't I? A black SUV parked right behind me on the curb. I couldn't see through the tinted windows. I ran. Just then, I got a text from Ryan. All it said was an address that I didn't recognize. I tried to call, but there was no answer. What if it wasn't really him? I could be walking right into a trap. I got on the bus and headed that way. I couldn't go to the police yet. I had nothing to report. But what if I was going into a trap? But he was my brother, my protector. I had to try whatever it was I was heading into. I had to be brave. The sun went down. The street of the address was dark. My mom would never let me come here alone. Then I found it. A broken down old motel. I climbed the steps and knocked on the door, my hands shaking. It opened, and I saw a beautiful young woman standing in front of me.
Zelda?
Who are you?
I'm May, your brother's girlfriend. Come in.
I walked into the small room and saw Ryan sitting there, his head down like he was crying. I ran and hugged him. I'm so glad you're okay. I've been looking everywhere for you. What's going on? I went to your work, to your house.
I lied, Z. I don't work for NASA and I don't live in that nice apartment building. I've been living here. When I showed it to you, I was a real estate agent, but I was terrible and I got fired. Now I work at a rental car place. The Mustang is theirs. My boss caught me using it last night and fired me.
But why did you lie? I thought we were best friends.
We are. I was ashamed. You always thought I was so cool you looked up to me. I said I would buy Mom a house, and I can't even afford to pay my own rent. She has to help me. I wanted to still be that big brother for you. The one you looked up to.
You are my big brother. Of course I still look up to you. You're my whole world. I don't care what you do for work.
See, Ryan, Zelda, I told him you'd say that he didn't want us to meet because he didn't want me to lie to you. But I'm glad you're here now, and I'm so sorry. But Zelda, we need your help.
No, we can't ask her to do that. She could get caught. She could go to jail.
That's when they told me what Ryan had done. I was in total shock. My brother was so angry at his boss when he was fired that before he left, he snuck into the office and stole money from the safe. You did what?
I know it was stupid. It was a mistake. The security guard is there now. He knows me.
When they open tomorrow, they'll see the money's gone and your brother will be on the video. We only have until 7 a.m. Before
I go to jail and my life is ruined.
My heart was pounding my hands, sweating. I couldn't believe this was happening. I know he said he was angry, but this? I don't understand. That's not you. Why did you do it?
I wanted to pay back Mom for all the money she let me borrow. I'll go. I'll put it back.
No. Zelda, if the security guard ever sees him, he'll be caught. If he sees you, he won't know who you are. You can run.
But this is my mistake. I'll face the consequences myself.
I wouldn't help you steal money, but we're not stealing it, we're putting it back. So I'll help you because you've always helped me. Yes, I knew it was dangerous. I knew I could get into serious trouble. But all he wanted to do now was make things right. He drew a map of the office and explained to me exactly how to get in and out. The problem, of course, was the guard, and the fact that he had been caught on tape, which meant I would have to delete it. I had no idea how, but he wrote it all down, along with a combination to the safe on a piece of paper. Why not just send it to my phone?
You can't take your phone. If they suspect you, they could. Use it to see that you were here. I'll call Mom and tell her you're sleeping here.
So, my mom knew he'd been lying. That's why she wasn't worried.
Here, the money is in this purse. Just pretend it's yours and take my hoodie to cover your head.
I left the apartment, following the directions he gave, until finally I was outside, inside the office. The guard was outside the gate. There was no way around him. My first thought was to cause a distraction, but there was nothing anywhere. So I just walked right up to him. Sir, please, can you help me?
What are you doing out here at night, miss?
I forgot my phone in the car I rented. Everything I have is in there.
Can it wait till tomorrow? I'm not supposed to let anyone.
I can't. He took pity on me and let me in. He asked which car, and I pointed to a random one, getting ready to cry again when he didn't find it. And that's exactly what happened. Can I use the bathroom? In the stall. I checked the paper Ryan gave me. I had to climb into the vent to get to the office. I knew the guard would get suspicious, but there was nothing else I could do. I just had to hope he was too uncomfortable to go into the women's room. Before I put the money back, I wanted to make sure the video of my brother was deleted. So I went to the computer. There was a password, but Ryan had written it down on the where was it? It was gone. The door flew open, and the security guard aimed his flashlight at me.
Come with me, young miss.
I failed. There was nothing I could do now. He let me out, and at the gate, I saw the black SUV, and from inside, a man in a dark suit and sunglasses was waiting for me. What was happening? When I got close, the man smiled and took his sunglasses off. It was Ryan.
Happy birthday, little Za. How'd you like your adventure?
But my birthday?
Is next week? I know. Then it wouldn't be a surprise, would it?
I'm pretty sure this would still be a surprise. Ryan told me. He did work at NASA, and he owned the car rental place because 6 months ago he invented something for the government, and now he was a billionaire. What about May?
She's my friend from work. If I was dating someone, you'd be the first to know. Why do you think she likes me?
But your apartment.
I moved out 2 months ago because I bought a house.
Wow, you got your own house?
No, that one's yours and Mom's mine is that one.
Mom came out from inside, smiling and waving.
Thanks for trying to save me, little sis, my protector.
I was happy. He really was the best brother ever, except for one thing. You made me walk to school in the rain.